the 24-hour club it's kind of a blend between a homeless shelter and a halfway house. So they're high focus on recovery, whether it be alcohol or drug addiction, but they're also one of the only places in the city that'll take you in off the street and then help you get sober.
I got introduced to the 24-hour club because Gordo sent me a note. He's like, hey, we got a project. It's called the 24-hour club. It's this cool kind of faith-based addiction recovery center. They want a little bit of work done in a portable trailer or something. Can you reach out to them and find out what's going on? I'm like, oh yeah, sure. Got a hold of them and went over, walked the space. And while I'm walking the space, they're telling me what they do and kind of what the story is and how they've gotten to this point and all the people that they have helped work their way through addiction and recovery and sobriety and really getting their life straightened out.
They acquired 8 portables, is a nice way to say it. They're double wide trailers. They still have wheels and tires underneath them, but you can't see it. So they acquired those, I believe, from a church, sold it to them really steeply discounted right next to their multifamily apartment building that they have. And they brought in HKS, who's a wonderful architecture firm who build great, big, beautiful hospitals and stuff like that. And they wanted to apply all those fancy, nice finishes to some very old and dilapidated trailers. So we had to get really creative with how do we get structural steel into a trailer? How do we rip down walls? And there's big mold abatements, and we had to tear a lot out while still keeping the bones. There's a lot of work in a small space too, so it's not a huge space, but we were trying to keep it the best we could.
One of the things I really enjoyed about it is that it's faith-based. The stats of people recovering from addiction are all over the place. Often they're low stats of recovery, right? People don't stay sober, and they fall back into that. And so I love the fact that it was a faith-based environment where they were trying to give some people an opportunity to hold on to something more real than just trying to bootstrap their way out of it.
I've been connected to the 24-hour club long before I ever worked at Gordon Highlander. When you have a place that can take people in off the street, help you through the process instead of just figuring it out on your own. They've got a huge community down there. So any 24-hour club alumni spends a lot of time going back to the club, helping out newcomers. And so what they're doing for the community is they're taking people, on the fringes and giving them a chance that they may not have found on their own. And you're taking people that were in that position and then putting them in a position to reach out. So it's not just a localized, here's this house on Ross Avenue and you can go there if you need help, but you have people that have gotten freedom, gotten help, doing well, upstanding citizens, and now they're, reaching out to the people. So it's created a huge community for recovery, especially in the low income scenario. A lot of people that don't have insurance can't afford rehab.
What I thought was going to be a small little project in and out. Oh, this is a favor for Gordo. I'm going to help him because he asked me to do this. That turned into be a really passionate project that I was thrilled to be a part of.
Gordon Highlander's approach thus far has been, we haven't said no to anyone who's asked for help. And I think as busy as you feel like you are, as stretched thin as you feel like you are, it's worth it. Being of service is good no matter what, whether it's motivating for your employees or just good to know that, hey, it's not just about the profit and loss and your balance sheet. It's about, you can affect community around you.
Obviously, we're a for-profit company, right? If we're not making money, this thing doesn't continue. So most of the projects we do, we're watching the gross profit. We're trying to execute quickly and on time and under budget so that we can perform for the client or the broker or the building owner. And it's easy to get lost sometimes in the, what are we doing? We're just builders. We're just building things for people. So it's refreshing and challenging at the same time when you do get to engage with something where you're now involved in a project that's not just about these many dollars per square foot to execute this and we have to do it in so many days. You're seeing a project that's not just a building, but you're seeing a project or an organization like the 24-Hour Club that has a greater impact than, hey, we built this space so that we can sell widgets. And we built this space so people's lives can be transformed. And it's incredible to see the life change that comes out of that. getting to work on a project like the 24-Hour Club, knowing that now we're employee owned, gives us a little deeper understanding of what we're doing as a company. Knowing that all of us are owners and we're able to really help some companies, some groups, some ministries really help transform people's lives. And it's not just about the dollar. It's not just about the bottom line. And that's a piece of it for all businesses, right? There has to be a bottom line. There has to be a gross profit. We got to earn money. But man, it's just so refreshing to know that we had a part in helping change and transform people's lives by just simply doing what we do, which is build. We build businesses, we build buildings, we build people, we build relationships. And I'd like to think that we did all of those things with the 24-Hour Club, and hopefully that will continue into perpetuity in seeing people's lives change, transform, and grow.